Okay, live, baby, live. Here we are, Spiritual Events Directory. Wellness Conversations, the Woo Woo series is back. We're 2 minutes late because we were doing what we do even better than we do everything else. We do love a chat, don't we, Margie?
Just a little chat.
Just a little chat. So welcome back, Spiritual Events Directory, to Wellness Conversations, the Woo Woo series. Now, the Woo Woo series is all about the unknown, the unique, and the unusual. So we're really going to get into, in 2020, we really want to get more into that soul stirring and that soulful stuff. Now, am I in the right group, Margie, I wonder?
Yes, it came up, love.
It came up live, but
oh, I know.
Am I in the right group? Because
last time you went into oh, you keep it real, Shell. You keep it real. I love
keep
it.
it real.
Yes, there we are.
That's let me see. I'm looking for confirmation that I'm in the right group here.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see
trust
it.
Me, I can see
that's
it. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
For those that don't know me, my name is Michele Scott. I am a holistic healer. I'm the founder of our wellness community and also a KC Radio talk show hostess on KC Radio 97.7 FM. And each and every week, we invite into this space, ladies and gents, a gifted individual. And this week it is Margie. We invite back into the space Margie Ionides from Spiritess Journey. So welcome back to Margie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back. Hello, everybody out there. Happy 2020.
Yes, happy 2020. How exciting. So, Margie, we're going to, it's so thrilling. It's so thrilling. And I loved how, did you do that, towards the end of 2019? I loved thinking about where I was when the clock struck 12 and we came into 2010, or the clock struck 12 and we came into that 2000. Or maybe that just gives our age away. We've been around for a few decades. I didn't even think of it
now that you've, yeah. Well, we mature with age.
We are.
We
absolutely.
Become a little bit more.
I agree. I think with age we have actually become, you were saying it just before we went live, I think with age what comes is a devil may care attitude that, you know what, it's time and we're just going to go for it. We're just going to share what we know, what we've experienced. We're just going to take our knowing and put it out there in the world. And, if it's for you ladies, pick it up and run with it. So Margie and myself are part of this fabulous Future Me 2020 big vision event on Facey. We'd love you all to come into that arena. We are all, there's a whole bunch of us, all gifted healers. Margie's an alchemist healer, lots of tools in Margie's kit. You're going to be hearing a little bit about that tonight, ladies and gents. So by Future Me, we're all running these fabulous programs in there. And Margie's program, and Margie, what you are absolutely the best at is managing energy, which is why you're the alchemist healer. So give us just a little bit of insight into actually Spiritess Journey. What do members get out of your sacred space?
Well, the Spiritess Journey was just a place for me to come in and be able to chat and actually get the strength and courage to share more of me. So yes. I wanted, because I run circles, I thought, well, why can't we just all get in there? Gratitude's my biggest thing, and yes. Body talk, energy body talk is a really big thing for me. So it's like, well, let's see what happens. I don't know. I think we've got over 270, I think, members. I don't really know.
Fast growing.
Yeah, and we have people come in also and do, beautiful, positive gratitude. There's always something going on every day. It's been really, I just come on and talk when like energy or what's happening for the day or what's going on in our environment or in the planet. So, and it's also for people, I encourage people to come on and do gratitude vlogs. Come in, it doesn't matter. I know how daunting it is to be talking in front of a camera. You know, I still get a bit, you know, nervous. Again, it's like as soon as you come on, people are they just hold space for you. So,
yes.
But there's bigger things happening this year. In the Spiritess Journey, I'm hoping to get the Red Tent TV up by February. So then we're going to have a space where people can come in, and I, you know, have a chat with lots of different people about their stories and how they're doing what they're doing, because we have some amazing people also in there, as you know, Michelle. There's healers, there's psychic readers, there's mediums. You know, there's people that have also, you know, that look, you've got your hairdressers and you've got everything else, but they've also got a story of how what they've done and how they've pushed through. It doesn't, you don't have to be, you know, in the spiritual field, you know. So that's what I wanted, somewhere for, you know, we do a tag Tuesday once a month, so you can come in and tag all your work or whatever your favorite thing is, because there's enough for everybody. I just want, you know, sometimes people require different people. I know I do. So,
and the thing is about Spiritess Journey as well is that you know, Margie, the space that you created in your circles, the space that that same space that you built bigger in your retreats, you built it bigger again, and you've taken it onto Facebook, and it's a private group, and you know, what happens in there stays in there, and what we find in there is that same connection and camaraderie that we found at the retreat or in your circle. So it's a beautiful space. So Margie, you're so welcome. So Margie, you know, with Wellness Conversations, the woo-woo, we're really getting deeper into the unknown and the unusual and the unique. You know, you and I have, you know, we've had some really unusual experiences in our lives, which is all testament to the fact that we are really plugged into spirit and soul and that connection, that subconscious and unconscious connection to all that is. So, you know, let's start off with a little unusual. I want you to give our audience an example, or tell us a little story that you have where, you know, something happened to you that you know, isn't usual. But also before then, I'm just reminded, both of us said that I love to go off track. Both of us said, you know, the fires that are burning, in Australia, it's quite, you know, we're all sort of conflicted and a little bit distressed at, you know, we've had fire before, Margie, but I was saying to my dad today, but, you know, we've never had this many burning at the same time all around Australia. So, you know, what I did in our wellness community yesterday was to say, look, let's just pray. And I love I love mantras. I love words. I love word therapy. So for me, let's pray. And I put a little thing in our wellness community yesterday, ladies and gents. It's all about for me. I pray. I ask for you know, the all-powerful in humankind and spirit to unite and to bring resilience and resource and resoluteness to everyone fighting the fire, that the fires are put out, that, you know, let's pray for rain, and once that is passed, let's pray for healing and speedy recovery. So let's just pray. Every time we think of it, if we can just say that, let's pray, then we know that what we're asking is for the powers to be to unite, the powers within each and all of us to unite, and to bring the resources and to give us the resilience and that inner strength to get through this and to heal quickly. So
definitely,
just wanted to acknowledge
definitely. That. Very much so. So look, it's important to sort of make sure that we're, you know, are aware, and to not carry everyone's sadness too, because it's sort of, it can be very conflicted, and we do have empathy. We're big empathy beings, you know. So it's it's something that, you know, I constantly have been doing every day. It's just dropping barriers, expanding, and seeing the planet heal. So,
I think and I believe, you know, it's working. Something's working. There's so many of us getting on board this, and the power of prayer has been measured, is powerful. So let's keep praying. So, Margie, do you have a story? I know you've got lots of stories, but we just want one before we go to the audience, start talking about chakras. Yes. Just one.
Okay. All right. Look, I do have many stories, and I'm going to just I'll quickly go back to, I was probably about 8 or 9, okay?
Yes.
I've always known I was different, And we lived in a court, and I was by myself, and I was, allowed out, and I was riding my bike up and down the court. And I recall going, as I was riding down the court, I remember seeing in our driveway this big, huge, I swear I a big, huge bumblebee. It was the biggest bee I've ever seen. It was like something out of a cartoon, right? And I sort of remember blinking, and it was still there. So I ended up riding my bike back up the court, because I thought, how am I going to get back in? Like, there's this huge, I became really scared. Anyway, fast forward to not long after Mum and Dad passed away, and we were packing, to sell the property, and I was very much, down, because I didn't want to.
You're breaking up a little bit,
place. It was a very secure place. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, just breaking up a little bit. Yeah, let's see how you go. Keep talking.
Yeah, okay. Can you just tell me again, otherwise I might move.
Have you got are you hardwired to the modem there, or is it wireless?
It's wireless.
Okay. All right, we'll see how we go. Next time I'll get you to hardwire yourself.
Okay. I hardwire myself, right? Okay.
Yeah, like as in connect directly to the modem. It's the most powerful connection, or for the modem to be closer to you. Yeah, sometimes the modem, when it's wireless, it can just be a little bit, doesn't always behave. But anyway, you're good now. Keep going. The bumblebee.
Okay, the bumblebee. So anyway, I didn't sort of want to move. I just was really sad. And I remember as I was walking up the hallway near my mum and dad's room, I saw it again. Like this big, huge, bumblebee. It was huge, big, huge bumblebee. Anyway, again, I just got scared, and then fast forward to having Dylan, and I started on his journey. She appeared again, so she's very much my totem animal.
Wow.
So she's very much. She appeared again. So that was one weird thing that sort of happened to me in the sense of it really didn't look real, but it was real. It was big. It was a very big. So that was really weird. I really never told that story much, because it sounds like, sure, you saw a big, huge bumblebee.
I love it. And that's what I want to do. I want to do that on our show in 2020. I want to talk about the weird and the unusual, because it means something. So for you now, the bumblebee, every time she appears, is that that's your sign, your symbol that you're okay. It'll be okay.
It's going to be okay, but also it's like a bit of a sting to go, get on with it. Don't wait.
Beautiful.
Don't just don't hold back. It's like she was like the matriarch. And it sort of delved into numbers of that, being the master. So she was very, very huge. It was big. If I ever see something like it again, I'm like, on a picture I should show you. It was huge. It was like, and I blinked. When you see something, you go, is that really real?
Yeah.
What psychedelic thing that I'm on? Am I straight? What's going on? Like, it's something that, it was crazy. So 3 times she's appeared, but she will come in my dreams now because I'm on path of what I was meant to be doing. So she was always there to sort of tell me, everything's going to be okay. And every time that she sort of showed up was when there was loss. So I lost Mum and Dad. When I was young, I had not many people in my life. I felt lost. And then Mum and Dad, she was like, when I was about to move the house, like a lot happened in 12, 18 months of losing them all. And, that felt lost. And then when I had Dylan, I nearly lost him. So she appeared not long after when he came home. So no matter what the journey is, it's going to be okay. So that was the message that I received from that. So
that's awesome. And so Margie, we're going to I love it. We're going to and that's the whole thing about all of the things that that are weird, all of these experiences that are unique to us. There's something in it for us that can make the journey as a human being, on this planet, in this lifetime, somewhat easier, more reassuring. So ladies, it's 2020 and Margie is coming into Future Me 2020 in a couple of days, and Margie's going to be doing some energetic work and working through the chakras in her own unique way. So what we're going to do is some chakra readings tonight. Margie's going to talk us through some of the chakras as we do those readings. If you want a reading, then you can let us know. I've also got, we can do some, Margie, it's all about decisions and choices. So ladies, we can give you a little bit of insight into some of the choices and decisions. Margie's going to pull some cards. If anybody wants some yes and no, if you've got a question, a decision, a choice, and and you want a yes or a no to it, then maybe, Margie, we can also consult the pendulum. I love pendulums.
Yeah.
So ladies, we'll see how we go. So Margie, chakras and the energy through the chakras, how would you explain that? Why is it something that how would we be better off to have a little bit of that insight and knowledge?
Well, the chakras are all connected to organs and glands and molecules, and helps our body, the wheels have to keep spinning and be clear. And usually when there's stuff going on in the body, or any kind of trauma or sadness or emotions, it's like a cogwheel. It just stops. It's like a little stone gets stuck in and it stops spinning. And then, we don't then start to take care of our bodies. Stuff sort of tends to then, pain happens. So it's really important to sort of assess that pain and really be in that awareness. Is it really yours? Because, we're such empathic beings. We're like magnets. We pick up things. So, the way that I sort of work with chakras is that I assess whatever's happening in the part of the body, and then I look at that chakra and I know it's connected to an emotion. I know it's connected to, an organ and a gland, and then I'll do some energy work with it, and we discuss whatever is being discussed, on the table or in front of me, or coaching or whatever, I'm doing at the time. So, I can sort of, when people sort of come in, I can sort of see what's functioning and what's not. So, the way I work with chakras is like colors is a really important thing too. It's like, sometimes we've got to, understand that when we've got stuff going on and we're not knowing how to perceive it, we'll make ourselves wrong. And that then brings a lot of tightness in the body, a lot of pain in the body, a lot of stress in the body, and then you can have skin conditions. It really depends where there's pain. So, tonight what I'd like to do is that if someone wants a reading, I'll just pull out, I've got the chakra cards, I'll just pull out, a card, and it's associated with a particular colour, and I'll just tune in what my teammates tell me to tell you.
Wonderful, because Margie, again, to our audience, ladies and gents, Margie is absolutely in touch and in tune with her spiritual support team. I love how you call, the sacred space in which you work. I love how you call it the temple. It's awesome.
Spiritess temple.
Your Spiritess temple.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's let me. We've got lots going on here, so let me be the lady who happy 2020 to Rachel and Jody and Jude. Right, who are we going to do a reading for? Let me. Hello from Angela. Happy 2020. Healing is something I need badly. So can we pull a little something and say a little something for Tracy Fernley Pearson?
Okay, so she requires healing. Is that the one?
Yes. Healing is something I need.
Okay, so this is like really from the top chakra. So when we've got a crown chakra, and then we can go higher. Yeah. So we've got rebirth. So there's, definitely some changes that require within your body, and also to be able to drop things to the earth. Now, when we've got lots of stuff going on, our earth would love us for you to actually drop it. It's like you're giving it worms. Yeah, earth loves the worms. So it's about remembering that when there is a big rebirth happening, it doesn't look like you're going to get out of it, Tracy. It looks like how can I be better? How can I be rid of this? Sometimes it's not about the house. Sometimes it's about riding the wave. And just know within the next, I see a 2 around it. I don't like to give time frames, but they show me the number 2. So, it's totally up to you. In a couple of months, it's about you actually doing more for you. I know it's funny because I don't know if there's headaches around you. I keep sort of getting this pain in the back of the head. And the thing is that it's about really being rid of all that chaos that's going on. And remember that you are important. We know that there's lots going on in people's lives, around you. You have to come first, and you do a lot of sacrificing there. So there is a lot of rebirth happening. So a good way to clear this top energy here is taking lots of deep breaths. So bringing the breath up from the feet all the way up through, and just right as high as you can go with that consciousness, and just blowing that out, especially if there's a physical pain going on. And do you get headaches? Is there a pain around the head, or are you thinking too much? I just keep hitting. It's like a hit. It's like really weird. It's just at the back here. So just know that there is definitely lots of changes, and it's like peeling back the layers, isn't it? It's like a new skin.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So don't give up.
So Tracy, I hope that if you want to give us some feedback there for Margie, that'd be awesome. Let's do another chakra reading and pull a card for Jude. Let's pull a card for Jude. She says, yes, please. Jude. Hey, Jude.
I know, I was about to sing that too. Hi, Jude. Thank you. Just bear with me. Okay. Solar plexus, stomach area is coming up here. So I've pulled up the solar plexus. It's all about your personal power. So it's about walking in your power. It's not being, not that egotistical power, but being, when you know, when you know it's time for change, it's time for change. If there's been any issues around the stomach area, just know that it's really time to revalue and re-look at the friendships and relationships you have in your life. And it's okay to say no. That is something that's coming through really clearly here, is that, it's okay to say no. And it's really, I don't know if there's an opportunity here. Well, I do know they're showing me an opportunity here of coming up, of whether it's a move or whether it's a travel or whether it's a short holiday. It's about, regrouping, regenerating, and it will actually give you more strength in your body. And also the personal power level in your stomach is about confidence. It's about speaking up. It's about also knowing that, you have that initial knowingness. It's like when you know stuff, you're not maybe acknowledging it or being aware of it, or you do know and you're like, oh, that's silly. Whatever that energy is there, it's like, just know when you know that answer for you, act on it. That's really important. Okay?
Awesome. Love it. We might, so there's a couple of yes and no's here while Margie's shuffling the cards. So ladies, the thing about crystal divination, look, I like to, I'm a practical, I actually practice practical spirituality, but Margie, crystal divination can just be nice to bring a little bit of clarity to, some decisions that we might be thinking, yes or no. So ladies, if you have a crystal, you can use, here's this beautiful one. Then normally, it's about wanting to know which way is, which answer is yes, which answer is no. So the way that I was taught to do it and how I was taught to do it was show me yes. And I hope you can see that, ladies. The pendulum goes backwards and goes up and down. Is that how you say it, Margie? Up and down. And show me no. Show me no goes. Oh, it's going.
Goes sideways. Look at that. And
that's I don't know that one. It's going round and round. I'll bring it up a bit. Right. Show me no. Bigger. Bigger.
There it is.
And ladies, usually I don't know goes around like that. Right. So what we're doing here is look, take it as a bit of fun, okay? Take it as a bit of fun, but I actually also do believe that it speaks directly to spirit. So I think we had, Margie, on my phone is My phone is timed out. So Tassie put in, will I get a new job? So we're just going to ask those questions. Will I get a new job for Tassie? What do you think they'd say, Margie?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Yes. Yes.
Definitely yes there. So yes for you, Tassie. And then there was somebody else that had a yes, no, which was, let's see. Margie, you're going to start shuffling the cards for Angela, Simone. Who else asked a question there? Somebody asked a question with, will the relationship I am in, Tina, will the relationship I am in work out? So let's ask the question, will the relationship I'm in work out? Let's see which way that goes. Sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going backwards and forwards. Yeah. So, you know, look, a bit of fun. I mean, there's always, there's a whole lot of other stuff we have to do to make things work out in life, but I like to do the pendulum every time I'm kind of and then that kind of, once I get that question answered, it can open up a whole sort of wealth of other steps that move us forward again. Now, Margie's doing a reading for, that one was for Tina, that yes and no. Margie is doing a reading for Angela. Hello and happy 2020. I'm assuming Angela wants a chakra card pulled, so we're doing it.
Okay, visualization. So very much all around there's a lot of thinking, a lot of going backwards and forwards, uncertainty of where you are choosing to be right now. There is, I don't know, it's like I see, are you creative? Is there art in your family? Are you artistic? There's something, or do you enjoy art, or do you just enjoy something? It's about taking you away from the mind stuff to getting you out of your mind. And it's also knowing that taking a few deep breaths and actually asking for what you really want, whatever you're lacking, don't be afraid to ask, because the visualization card, the third eye, is all about, seeing and knowing that it's going to happen, but to actually put those things in forward for you, you've got to actually do that work for yourself and really take those I don't know, I just see art everywhere. It's crazy. It's like, I don't know what that's all about. So Angela, it's great. I don't know what that's all about. So, I don't know if you're involved in a project, or there's an opportunity about something in a project, but it is very much about visualization and knowing that whatever you can visualize, you will create. You are actually quite high conscious power there. You're very potent in what you are choosing. It's just, are you choosing for you? And that is a question that you can, I'm asking you to be aware of yourself, because you have the ability to be able to go to different places, and it's just constant art. It's constant visualization of art that I see here. So, yeah.
Wonderful. We had some feedback from Jude. Oh, wow, that's interesting about relationship. I'm in the thick of it at the moment with my partner. Thank you. So on point.
Oh, thanks, Jude, for the feedback.
Yeah, that's lovely. Can we pull a card for Rachel? Rachel from the UK, Rachel Pratt.
Okay, hang on, my cards are all messed up. Coming.
Coming.
Holistic health.
Ooh.
So seek somebody to assist you. Now, this is your base chakra. It's down near your bottom, down the tailbone there. It's all about vitality. Yeah. It's all about actually looking at, it's your tree life force. It's your life force. So if there's any kind of strain, financial strain, or any physical strain, it's about seeking the right people to assist you. Do not overdo it. right now. It's important to know that what you're actually putting steps forward for 2020 is something that you have to implement for yourself and actually mean it for yourself. So if you're suffering in any kind of body pain down the lower part of which is like down like your lower back, can you still hear me, Michelle? I've come up that my internet's unstable.
Yes, I can still hear you. But,
cool. So so it's time to sort of seek somebody that can help you on your journey. And if there's any kind of lower pain or around the legs, ankles, knees, it's about, you know, seeking what are you putting in your body, and or who is affecting you that you're carrying stuff that's actually not yours. So it's something to actually look at. I hope that's helped.
Yeah, awesome. I was going to say before, yes, we can hear you. The sound has been okay, but the picture does keep breaking up. So next time we'll be sort of more hard. No, that's all good. We can still hear you though, which is the important thing. You know what you're saying, and the healing within that is coming through loud and clear. We've actually got you know, a gent in the audience, Paul, and Paul would love. Yeah, Paul. Not your,
my husband's name.
It's not your man, is it?
No, it's not my Paul.
Paul would love a card to be drawn for him. He's at the beginning of, I think he said he was at the beginning of a healing business, start of healing business.
I was going to say, does he have his own business? Okay, cool. Oh, on point, like life purpose.
Love it.
The blue, yes, it's on point. And when there's a doorway in any kind of reading, it's a solid doorway as well. So there's going to be you've got lots of light to give. Just make sure that as you start any new business, is that don't forget to give to yourself. Because you have that higher consciousness, and those stairs that are leading up to that doorway, it's going to be a fair few people that are coming through. Now, one thing that they're telling me is that don't panic if it's not going, you know, everything's the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing's the opposite of what it appears to be, Paul, because sometimes when something we think it should go a certain way, it's not wrong, it's not right. Just drop that. You know what to do if you are a healer. It's about dropping it to the earth and knowing that you do what is right for you, charge accordingly for you, and know that that doorway is strong. And it's just about speaking, and the chakra is about making sure it's clear on what you would like it to look like for you, not what everyone else thinks it should be. So you're on purpose. It's going to be really great, and it's going to have its little bit of turns, but that doorway to me tells me that it's solid and there's a lot of light coming through it, and you are, you know, you're on par. So well done. Congratulations, I say.
Yay! How awesome. Right, let me get the newest, let me see where we're at here. Show all. Okay, that is terrific. Now, Tracy says, will work be, might do a little pendulum work here, will work be stable for me this year? Now, again, Tracy, we'd love you to come into our Future Me 2020 Big Vision event. It's a complimentary program. It's on Facebook. We have a private group. And within that group, we are introducing you to all sorts of manifesting tools, okay? All sorts of tools in body, mind, heart, and soul that you can actually implement. We're spiritual beings living a human incarnation. So there's lots of on-the-ground stuff that we have to do in order to manifest all of that stuff that's already part of what we have earned, what we deserve, what is waiting for us in that big magic warehouse in the sky. So, but you know, the pendulum can get you started. Come into the Future Me 2020 group, and let's ask the question. So for Tracy, will work be stable for me this year? Let's have a look. I would say that you can certainly, it's dilly-dallying a little bit, isn't it? Look at that. I wonder if that's insight into your energy. Okay, will work be stable this year for Tracy? Well, getting bigger and bigger. Okay. So I'm going to take that as a yes. What do you think, Margie? I'm going to take that as a yes. But as I said, Tracy, the best way to, what's that saying? The best way to be assured of a future that's in your favour is actually to get in there and make that happen. So in Future Me, there's all of the tools to create the big vision, put it into practical steps that you can take each and every day to get there. It's about it's about self-belief. It's about believing in yourself, believing in your life. It's about getting in touch with who you are, where you are, why you are, what you truly want from life. And we give you all the practical ways that you can put things into place so that not only will you manifest what you want, and you want stable work in 2020, well, there's a little bit of insight there on a soul level that you can certainly have that. And if you come on board and do the kind of things that we can show you how to do, you will absolutely be assured of that. Margie and I have done this stuff for the longest time. It always starts with a vision. It always includes self-belief and trust in your journey, in you, in your life, that you deserve it. You need to be open to receive. You need to be grateful, as Margie said, and it's no accident that it happens. So, but anyway, we're always very happy to draw a card or two for you anyway, to reassure you, to give you more that can help you get there. So Margie is going to pull, now I think we did Sharon. Did we do Sharon? Oh, I've got Deb down as the next one in line. So Deb, anything for Deborah, Carolyn, anything for me, please? So let's do one for Deb.
Clarity.
Ooh.
I pulled out a card for the next person. So clarity. Be clear on asking for what you want, and make sure that, look, I keep getting confliction here around you. And when there's conflict, sometimes we don't make those right choices. And look, and I see it as, you know, people in your life, could be family members, not sort of like direct family, but family around you. Just be clear on what you're choosing. And it's okay to actually say no. And it's okay to actually, if you actually be in clarity of what there is something that you really want to do here. There's something that you want to move forward with. If it's not popped in right now, it has come in and out of your awareness, and you're like, it's not the right time. So, you know, it's about being like clarifying that it is the right time, and there's never like a wrong time. It's about you actually stepping up and out and doing what brings your body lightness and happiness, because otherwise then you're not going to make the right choices based on what you would like. So, you know, and this is what I always, when I talk to people, it's about what makes you happy, what makes your body happy, because there's a difference between our minds and our body. And, you know, our body will go, yes, it's like the pendulum, Michelle, will go, yes, I want to do this. And, you know, then our minds will go, but what is, and what are the repercussions?
Yeah, all our self-saboteurs.
So it's about really, yes, our archetypes, beautiful things they are. Anyway, that's another story. So anyway, so it's about, you know, being like, really clarify what you want, because when you're in lack, you're only going to get more of that. What they're telling me here is that you can actually create whatever you choose. You feel like you've lost it, it's still within you. And just be clear, because great things can happen. If you're allowing others to influence you or your mind, well, then you're going to get more of that. So it's about really clarifying. So write it down. Write down what you really would like. Whether it's, I'm not sure what this project is. I'm not sure. It may not shown up yet, but it's like really be clear and write down what you're asking for, because you'll be surprised what the universe will provide when you actually surrender it. That's
awesome. And so, Margie, in Future Me 2020, when you do, when you take us through the journey of the chakras, what are some of the things that we can expect in there?
Well, there's going to be video tutorials. So as soon as, you know, there'll be a welcome, I'll go in and do a live. There is a welcome video. There'll be a PDF for you to download, so you can actually keep track of your potency, which I talk about potency, which is your magic and how powerful that you are as a being.
Yes.
Can you hear that noise?
Yes, that's my partner cooking in the kitchen. No, it's him cooking in the kitchen, and the and the what's it called? The fire alarm's going off. keeping it real.
I'm like, oh my God, are they my earphones making that noise? I know, that's what we like. When you actually, come into the Future 2020, I will, pop up a link for another group to go in, and that's when we will talk about, I'm talking about three main chakras, which is your base chakra, your sacral, and I will do a live on the personal power, so we can also have some interaction. I do a lot of clearings in there as well, which is, it will be all explained in there. So a lot of energetic clearings, and also, it takes contribution for people to actually clear stuff. It's up to, I like interaction. So, you get the 2 videos in there, a PDF, and me coming in and doing my stuff for 3 days.
That is awesome. Okay, now let me have a little look. Again, ladies, we come into this group, we give of our time and our energy, and it's all complimentary, and we absolutely love to be here doing that. However, we can't do, it's not possible for us to do offer complimentary readings or give complimentary readings to everyone. There's a whole lot of everything that we're juggling on this end. So, if you don't get what you want in this session, there are many other sessions on Spiritual Events Directory page throughout the week. Every single day, somebody's on offering themselves to you, complimentary, free of charge. So, please be in gratitude and please be appreciative of that, and also mindful that we can't do everyone all of the time. So that's just my my teacher, the teacher coming out in me. Just that there has been a comment that we didn't get to somebody, so there's a comment that perhaps is a little bit negative and shouldn't have been made on the page, but anyway, that's okay. Shazza said, wow, I love this. We did do a reading for Shazza. Okay, now who I've always got to go through these. It kind of refreshes, so it's hard to sort of know where we're up to. How about Rachel, a reading for Rachel, beautiful Rachel. We might draw a card for Rachel.
Is that our Rachel?
Yeah, it is our Rachel.
Like
our Rachel who's been
Rachel, but I call her our Rachel.
Our Rachel,
Rachel, but
yes, beautifully supportive in our wellness community, beautifully supported in our Future Me 2020. So I think well deserving of a card to be pulled on her behalf.
Definitely, awesome. Definitely. Okay, so I've got 2 cards here for you, Rachel. They've told me to get 2 out for you. The first thing is about your base chakra, and it's all about family. Okay, it's about connection, and it's like you have found your connection and found your family. It's like you feel like you are whole. Not that you were never not whole. I think that's your mind bit of a chatter away, saying, I've got to find something to be me again. You have always been you, but this has been able to open you up on a level that you do feel really, you're actually quite open, and you are vulnerable, and that is something that, the spirit team over here are actually sort of saying, well done. And also it's about, looking at your immediate family, and that could be friendships. And when I say immediate family, it doesn't necessarily mean it's, blood relatives. It could be relationships, friendships. And it's okay to sort of, walk away that anything doesn't serve you any more purpose. And I don't have that knowingness that you are a person that's rude or hard or anything like that. But I do feel it has occurred to you in the past. And we're going back here. So it's about, being able to drop that to the earth. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but it's about practicing the tools that you're learning, and you're certainly giving that 150%. So good on you. But know that, it's okay that you are where you are, and it will continue to be that, because it doesn't matter what anyone thinks or says, and you're coming to that realization. And now the other card that it is the higher. I'll just finish that off with the spiritual awakening. So it's like you already know what you're meant to be doing. It's like that potent energy that you already have. It's that crown chakra that is opening up and channeling through. It's just remember your breath. Remember to give anything that you don't. You pick up on everyone's stuff and make it your own. So it's not yours. So return to sender with consciousness attached is a really good tool that I use. and it's okay to return to sender because it was given to you and implanted in you to begin with. It's not going to harm them. It's not going to harm anyone. So it's about, you know, well, you're a magnet, and some people are very empathic. We all pick up on people's energies, but some are really high sensitive. So it's about making sure that that, you know, that you keep that spiritual awakening open, be as vulnerable as you choose to be, and just keep being who you are, because that is totally fine. Hope that's
wonderful. Wonderful. And we've also got the beautiful Lisa Carville would love a reading as well. And I don't think we've done one for Lisa. Okay. So let's pull a card for Lisa.
No.
And we had some great feedback. We had some great feedback from on the reading, your reading, cool. Dolls, from as I said, we're managing. Deborah said, so very true, spot on. Thank you so much. I will definitely write it down. Clarity.
Oh, cool. Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. Can you still hear me?
Yep. Must be a delay though. Yeah.
Oh, you know, next time I'll hardwire myself.
Hardwire yourself, baby. Right, reading for Lisa.
Okay. All right. Nurturing, Lisa. Nurture, nurture, nurture. So you are very much a nurturer. You will nurture others. You will nurture your children. You will nurture your, you know, your family, your relatives. You're the nurturer. It's really time now to sort of, even though 2020 has come in, there's still a little bit there that you might like, I don't know where my direction is and what I'm going to choose and do. Just know that it's important to keep nurturing you. It's really important to know that higher consciousness of self. You know that. I know that you know that. But it's also really important to know that you've got to actually practice what you're telling others. We learn all these great tools, and at times we just want to give it out to everybody. And if people are not ready to perceive it, be it or know it, well then, you know, that's fine. Just remember to know, be and perceive you, and be loyal to you, and keep nurturing you. Whether you've started to do that, that is great. Sometimes though you will just veer off track, because it's, you know, our mind takes over. Our mind really wants to be a part of the knowing, the actual critical, the advice of analyzing everything. And that's just how we've been implanted. Just know that if you actually drop everything down to the earth, as I've always said, is that, and return to center with consciousness attached, and keep nurturing you. And that is going for long walks. That is, you know, just having that me time. And really it's important for 2020, so you can then walk that path that you really truly desire, because you do have a desire, you just think you don't. Hope that's helped.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so let's get a couple more in. I'm loving this, but ladies, we'd love you to come into Future Me 2020. We'll pop the link in here for you to sign up and come on in, because the best way to be assured of the future that you want, and to be and do and have, you know, everything that's occurring to you now that you're thinking about and imagining. The best way to have that is to do it, okay, to make it happen. We all have the power to do that. We can show you how. If let's do one for Christy Pearson. My ex is back after 3 years. Is this true love? And are we going to fall pregnant? So let's see what card comes up for Christy.
Okay. What was the question? Are they going to what?
Yeah. So I guess Christy, her ex is back after 3 years, and are they going to fall pregnant? Is the question. I'll just hold the
child here.
I'll just hold the pendulum up. We'll see which way it goes. You read that out.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was for me. Oh, right.
No, do it.
So I've got the inner child. Yeah. So I've got the inner child here. So it's certainly about looking within, and knowing that if you are in gratitude of yourself and loving who you are as a person and how you've grown after being apart, it will fall into place. I can't tell you if you're going to fall pregnant or not. All I know is right now is that it's important to still keep being you, keep doing those, choices that you made 3 years ago, whatever happened to how you've grown now, is that, it's about, if you're ready to have a child and there's a child in spirit, it's going to definitely come across for you. But again,
well, the pendulum says yes. Pendulum's a big yes.
Keep being true to you and vulnerable for you. There you go. There you go. So, so you've got a yes from Michele, and it's also always remember to don't lose yourself, because, that's what I keep hearing is just, remember that inner child of who you are, keep playing, keep enjoying, and relax about it, and it will come along. I don't want to say it, he or she will come along.
Yes.
Hopefully it might be twins. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Well, imagine that. Woohoo!
Oh, there you go.
Right, that is awesome. Lisa said, so resonates with me. Christy, I lost my son and my mother in the same year, and now my ex is back. I'm not sure to open my heart again to him after going through this. So there you go, Margie. I guess what Margie's saying there then is spot on. Yeah. Did you hear that, Margie?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard when you lose. It's hard. I can relate. So, it is. It's hard, and just keep. You've grown, and when we're vulnerable, we can tend to sort of fall back into whatever it was. Just know that you are a different person, and keep being vulnerable for you and loyal to you, and ask the questions of the universe, because if you're loyal and grateful for who you are as a person, how you've grown, the universe will never let you down. Just keep out of here and be presently aware in this body, and take those breaths. And if the mind chatters, move your body, just so then you can not have to hear what it's got to say, because it usually can trick you. And just be in your awareness, doll. Your inner child loves to play, and I just, there's a sense of freedom about it. So, just keep being you and for you, and you'll find that, it will fall into place. So all the best for you.
Lovely. We've also got, and I'm not sure if Holly wanted a reading. Holly did say hello. And Cheryl, is he telling me the truth? Cheryl, is just a question. Is he telling me the truth? We might just pull a quick
pendulum question.
It does sound like a pendulum question. We might just pull a quick card. I think the pendulum and the cards work together quite well, if I'm rather than just the. Okay, so I'll just hold the pendulum up. We'll see what Margie pulls. And the question is he telling me the truth? I'm feeling that that's a no.
I got the universal light. So this is all about your sacral chakra. It's about, being in your feminine power. And it's saying to me that you already know deeply what that answer is. And it's about you actually, being honest with yourself and knowing that what is your truth for you. And if you have a doubt about it, your womb space, which we call the sacral chakra, your femininity knows. So, did the pendulum say no? Did it, Shell?
The pendulum said no.
Okay. So it's really about, like we usually know our answers. We would like confirmation. That's what we usually do. And we, for me, that's how I work. It's, a bit of a confirmation thing. So, if you have just one bit of knowingness that it may not be honest, then you've got to go with that.
Yes. Okay. And Christy would like a card drawn for her.
Christy,
let's see what we get for Christy. I might even, those cards I bought from you, I might shuffle these Sacred Spirit reading cards. You pull one, I'll pull one. Because we love Christy.
This our
Christy.
My Christy. Our Christy, my Christy. Now we've got to share Christy.
Yeah. I love it. Ooh, ground your light. Let your soul shine. Yippee.
I've got communication, which is something that she does quite well.
Yeah.
She does communicate very, very well with others. And, she is a great communicator. She's great at what she does. But this is more so about a situation that may be coming up, about communicating and being very, very clear on your terms. I don't see it around work, Christy. I do see it, you know, the images they're showing me, it is to do with certain, you know, friendships or relationships or family. Maybe it's more family here. I've got the family kind of thing. Just be very clear and communicate your terms and communicate what is necessary for you. Because, you know, you're very good at assisting and helping, but when there is a time that you can still hear me, yeah. Sorry,
yes,
it keeps coming up.
The picture, the picture is not stable, but your sound keeps coming through.
All right, cool. Shut up then, keep going. So yeah, so it is. It's quite important that you communicate. And again, I'm going to pull out just one more card, and it is about relationships. You've got a really strong bond and strong relationship, you know, at home, your family. It's really connected and it's really beautiful. And it's something that you, I know that you know this, but it's about really sitting and reflecting on what you have created and what's about to be created, because there's going to be so much magic. It's just make sure whoever this family member, don't say it's immediate, that it's, just be clear, be communicative on your terms.
And the ground, I'm just going to read a little bit here out of the book, but I am drawn to the 1 and the 8. The number of the card was 1 and 8. So number 1 in numerology, which is the archetype for 1 is the leader. The archetype for the 8 is the manager, and 1 + 8 = 9, which is the humanitarian. So number 1 is definitely the journey of self-belief. Number 8 is the journey of self-empowerment. So it's really sitting in that space, Christy, of neither being disempowered, not, you know, it's about not overpowering, not disempowered, but to be empowered. So when you're empowered from the inside out, you know, you're just centered and grounded and calm. And of course, the card is all about ground your light. So to me, when you bring the leader in you together with the manager in you, you build on the humanitarian level like you've never built before. Okay, it's very empowering. And so the shadow aspects here, though, it's interesting, the shadow aspects, and perhaps this is what you're having to step up and face again before you move into the, you know, level up. It's always about leveling up, and every time you level up, you've got to go through that, the shadow aspect again, which is shyness, people-pleasing, and self-sacrifice. The angel, and the angel assistance.
Yeah, well, that's where the communication is. It's beautiful. It's about the communication. Communicate it through, like, for you. Yeah. Go. Sorry.
Yeah. Beautiful. And the affirmation, I anchor and ground my divine light in my heart. I am free. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. One.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great? 1 or 2 minutes to go here. Let's see. And again, ladies, you know, Margie and I are passionate about helping others. We're passionate about it because these are all the many ways in which we have helped ourselves to live better and be better and have better in the world. We come into this space to help you too. We can't, you know, every week we can't do for all of you each and every week, but each and every week we can do for as many that we are drawn to do. So no one ever misses out. What you don't, it swings and roundabouts. And as I said, Spiritual Events Directory has something every day, and you know, just make the most of everything going on in Spiritual Events Directory every single day, and bring your friends to the group. There's enough for everyone. Christy said, thank you.
There is.
Christy with a C said thank you, and Christy with a K said thank you so much, ladies. Means a lot to me. I'm really grateful for the reading and advice. Twins run in the family.
Oh, wow.
Her mother is a twin.
Go.
Yippee! Oh, Priscilla. Hello, Priscilla from New Zealand. Some other people a little bit earlier on asked for a reading. Let's see if I can find any of them. Okay, we'll do one more. We're going to do one more for Melissa Ireland. Would love a message, please. And that's all we've got time for.
Okay. Oh, it's dropping. I've got to pick it up. Hang on. Okay. Who was it for? Sorry, Melissa.
Melissa.
I get the name wrong. Okay, new ventures, new book, new journey. You've got a lot of wisdom that you give to others. There's always something that you're giving to others. It's a bit of a theme tonight, which I suppose we all do because we were humans, that we just tend to do that. It's about sort of drawing back on yourself. But there is it's an opportunity for some newness here. It's like a brand new, wiping the slate clean. It's like 2019 is like done, and I am starting anew. And that is blank. So you can choose to do whatever you would like, whether you like to travel, whether you like to travel with family, friends, whatever your life is, whatever your purpose is, you have the wisdom to actually do it and to move through it and just go out and do what you said you're always going to really do. It's time, because it's brand new and it's magical.
Awesome.
So enjoy 2020.
Awesome. How amazing is that? Thank you so much for joining us, ladies. We love it in the space. And will we be back next week, Margie? Yes, we bloody well will. No, I'm saying,
yes,
you know, yes, we bloody well will.
Of course we'll be back.
We will be back. I think we need to, Spiritual Events Directory, we need to get Margie on the show all by herself. Margie, I think you should speak to Sarah and get your own show. What do you think about that, ladies? Let's coerce.
Talk about pushing me out there.
Let's bully her into that one. So thank you so much for joining us. As we said, come into Future Me, join our wellness community. There's enough for everybody in all of these different spaces. There's there's so many different things on offer. All of it's about the same thing, though. It's all about the spiritual, the wellness, the holistic, and how we can grow better in body, mind, heart, and soul, and connect as a universe to really make this heal the planet and make it awesome. What else to say?
Yes.
Thanks,
everybody.
Thanks
for contributing. See ya.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Thank you, Margie. Love having Margie on the show. She'll be back and she'll have her own show soon.
Next time I'll be hardwired. No,